And now is the awkward wait to see if we're
live.
Oh,
did you join mid-sentence with Helena there? Helena was saying how awkward it can be at times when you start off a live stream. Hello, everyone.
You're like, hello, is anyone out there?
If you can see us, if you can hear us, then please put in the comments at the side, just so we know. Otherwise, we'll just be chatting away
to ourselves.
Yeah. Well, Denise, Woolly, hi.
Oh, yeah, hi. See you. Hey.
What I was going to say is, go on, go first.
Oh, I'm just saying, Oasis Winnie is here.
Yes.
I thought he'd make everyone smile, so I brought him along.
He's taken a night off from the Slinky Dog Theatre, where he was an usher, to join in today's live stream.
Hi, everyone.
What I was just going to say is that it is absolutely wonderful. Before we started the live stream, we were looking at the comments at the side, and the way you're all interacting with each other and keeping everyone else's spirits up is wonderful to see. So, well, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
For our live stream today. So today we're hoping just to be here for about an hour. We're going to immerse ourselves in the Disney bubble, and we're going to just maybe
chat all things Disney.
Yeah, and answer some questions about Disney that maybe you've got. We'll post some questions to you as well, so you can interact with us and communicate through the bar at the side, the live chat. So we better take a look at that live chat. Things are coming in thick and fast.
Eric's just got back from a walk. Perfect time. Oh, Kathy says better already with Oasis poo.
Fern, I have my own Oasis poo next to me. Michaela?
From one Oasis poo to another.
It's wishing everyone a good evening.
Aww.
Is there a clap tonight? Yes, there
is, yeah.
So Clap for Carers will be at 8 o'clock again tonight, as it has been every Thursday. So
yeah, we'll definitely be doing it out of our window.
We'll be doing that. Hi from everyone in Ayrshire. Some Disney magic is more than welcome.
That's what we thought. We thought we wanted to do a live, but we wanted to give it a bit of a theme.
Yeah.
And we thought, what's best? And we were like, it has to be Disney.
Yeah.
Like, you can just escape into Disney chats. And
that's what we're planning, I think. For every time we do a live stream, we'd like to have a bit of a theme.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a rough plan of what we're going to talk about. So if you've got any ideas for themes that you'd like to see on our live streams, then put them in the comments at the side.
Hi to Chloe and Karen and George. Got my tea just in time, Kathy.
I'll be clapping in 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
That's 7, isn't it? Or it depends where you are, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. It's 8 o'clock in the UK, I think.
Remind me why he's called Oasis Poo.
Oh. You can take this. You named him.
He's called Oasis Poo because simply when we first saw him in his gear here, we thought he reminded us of Liam Gallagher from Oasis.
We actually didn't recognise it was Winnie the Pooh. Like in the vlogs, he was just sitting on the shelf, and I was like, "What is that bear?" I was like, "Which character is that?" And then I looked closely, and I was like, "Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh."
And he warmed on us.
But he looks more like Winnie when his hood's not up. And then he looks like Oasis Winnie when his hood's up.
Yeah. I like his little bobble hat though. That's cute. Trevor Wade, you're saying you love my mug. Thank you. I think this has been in most of the videos. I end up making my tea in this before we start. You've got the Moana one.
Yes.
So this is we actually saw. I think we first saw this on Sophie and Dave.
Yeah, I think Sophie had it.
With Maui's hook on the side.
It. I just love the handle. It's so cool. It's huge as well. Like, I think, is it? Yeah.
The size of your head.
It's the size of my head.
Was looking forward to this all day. How have you found the classic challenge? We are up to, we've just watched Dumbo.
Yeah. We're going quite slow, actually. Yeah. I think it's because we're watching stuff in between, which we'll get onto in a bit, because we're going to ask about Disney+.
Yeah, I must admit, I did not realise that Fantasia was so long.
Yeah. We've got Bambi next, haven't we?
Bambi's next, yeah. So it goes from Fantasia to Dumbo. So Dumbo's only about an hour and 4 minutes.
Yeah.
How are we doing? Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm not scared to admit that today was a bit of a rough one in terms of just feeling a bit lethargic and that sort of stuff. But
I had a rough day yesterday and a bit today. I think it's just got to that middle bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Where it's just suddenly like everyone's got quite tired and are finding it a bit tougher than than they were at the start, but we're powering through.
Yeah, ebbs and flows.
Doing stuff like this.
Yeah, interacting with you. This
making
really
it all better.
Boosts the spirits. Michaela, this is lovely. It was my birthday yesterday, so a little Disney magic is making a
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michaela. Happy birthday to you. Don't know why I sang it that low. Rachel, I was supposed to be there yesterday for a week, so this is going to help. Oh, so sad that you had to cancel it.
Well, hopefully postpone, and then you can go again when it reopens.
Again, John, 50th birthday DLP trip has been cancelled. Have you seen the videos of people doing Disney at home? So we saw Brogan's. As if they're in the park. So like,
Tim Tracker.
I was just like, so like they load up maybe a point of view shot of the rides and then they pretend that they're on them.
If you haven't seen the Tim Tracker one, go and watch it. It's really funny. They do a trip to Magic Kingdom, but from their house. And it's so funny.
I think that's what sort of gave us the idea to like
do the little
date night thing. Yeah,
we are thinking of doing a Disney day at home as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll either do it so as if we're at Magic Kingdom, or like Brogan Tate did one where just basically filled the day with loads of Disney activities, which looked really fun.
Yeah,
so you might do that.
All right, his first question then. David Henshaw says, what made you fall in love with Disney?
I think I've always liked Disney growing up, because I loved musical theatre as well. So it kind of fell under like a similar bracket, like all the Disney musicals and everything. But actually falling in love with the Disney parks was when we first went to Walt Disney World together. So like not that long ago.
Yeah.
That was 2016.
Yeah, I would say the exact same thing. So we had been working on a ship for a year. And then we booked the trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando during our break. And then we went back to the ship for a little bit. And because it was a job that, you know, you were constantly in demand.
Yeah.
And just working all the hours of the day and not really having a chance to rest, or not having a chance to, you know, to have fun, you know, like to play as if you would like when you were at Disney.
Yeah.
Obviously you're working. So. And
you were like, you're always working.
Yeah.
Even if you're off the ship, you're still working because you still have to be back at a certain time, and you're still like representing the company, aren't you? So you're always on show.
And I was in a managerial position, so I had a lot of responsibilities and things I had to deal with. So then when we went off like a week later, after we finished, went off to Walt Disney World, and we were just surrounded by all of this magic and all of this fun.
And it was the first holiday we'd ever been on together. And people say, but it wasn't your first holiday, because we were so fortunate to go to all those incredible places on the cruise.
Yeah.
But it felt like us going abroad for the first time together, because it was literally just a holiday and we didn't have any other responsibilities, and we just fully immersed ourselves and just fell in love with it. And as soon as we left, we were like, that's our place.
Because I came out
Disney is our place.
Came out of that manager mode, and I was into, you know, childlike Martyn again. So it was brilliant. And then since then,
and then I think falling in love with the parks made me fall in love all over again with Disney as a company, and fall in love with like the films and everything.
I started realizing as well, although I don't know how you'd forget this, but like I started realizing that some of the films that I enjoyed most when I was a kid were made by Disney. Yeah. But I, for some reason, had forgotten that they were Disney films.
I know what you mean. Is Oasis Pooh going to sing a song? Or
what would he
sing?
Are
you going to sing a song?
Up and down, touch the ground. I don't know the rest of the words.
Oh, what's your best advice for booking a Disney World holiday? Oh, there's a lot. And we actually are planning on doing this video. We keep saying this, and it is being planned, because we do have quite a lot of advice. And we've also done it both ways, because we've done it staying on, well, we haven't done it yet, but we've done it planning staying on site, and we've also done it not on site. And I think, I don't know, what would you say your biggest advice is?
In booking, just compare times and dates. Well, compare dates. Yeah.
Yeah. And always look for the free Disney dining plan, because that will save you a lot of money. I'm not sure, there's a bit at the moment, they don't know when they're releasing next year's because of what's going on. But look out for that, because that will save you so much money if you get a free dining plan. And they tend to do that quite regularly. And then once you've booked it all and you're just planning it, I would say work out roughly where you want to be each day.
Yeah.
Spreadsheets are great. I love a spreadsheet. So you can put like the opening and the closing times of each park, and then just roughly like do where you want to be each day. And that will help you book your restaurants, which will then help you book your fast passes. And then you get a little bit of a structure. But weather, closures, like there's so many things that can factor once you're there. So you just go with the flow once you're there, but half the fun is planning it.
Oh yeah. I mean, like the other day, just getting excited for that. Actually, we were watching the Jeff Goldblum thing on Disney, and he was saying that, you know, it's most times about that build up to the thing that gets your excitement going.
Yeah, I love planning. I could just plan imaginary trips all day.
Luke O'Neill. I see. I think Liam Gallagher has a fair few Parkers. Love that version of Pooh.
I love the Moana.
He loaned one out to Oasis, wasn't he?
I just finished watching your 2018 Walt Disney World blogs and haul. Thank you so much. We've had loads of messages from people that have gone back and watched our old vlogs. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
The memories from particularly that trip.
Yeah, there's so many things I could just pick out of that. So many memories. But I think like vlogging it really helped those memories stay in my mind.
Oh, Denise just had the dreaded email. Cancelled, but TUI just having to reschedule. Yeah, I think it's so sad, all the trips that have had to be cancelled. I mean, we still don't really know what's happening with ours yet.
No.
But I guess what I'm trying to think of it with planning is that even if we do have to postpone, we're just going to postpone it, and we will eventually get there.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think that way, but it is so hard.
And as long as we've like planned what we sort of want to get done, then we can always have that in mind.
Yeah. So I'm really hope that you can go soon.
Bambi is brutal, adorable, but heartbreaking, Kathy. Oh,
I know. I'm trying to warn you. I don't think Martyn's actually watched it before. Have you?
I've seen the scene. The scene. So I say, I'm one of these people where even if a film has been out for, 70 years or something, I still don't want to give away any spoilers.
Just in case they haven't seen it.
Is anyone else like that? Like, I mean, I will say the scene because I don't want to give away.
We won't give away any Bambi spoilers. Don't worry.
But I was a mess with Fox and the Hound, so if that's even worse than Fox and the Hound, then yeah,
Fox and the Hound is hard.
I'm gonna be a mess. Oh, same. I watched Fantasia yesterday and had to watch it in phases. We did the same.
Yeah, I must admit, I do struggle with Fantasia. I struggle to like keep my attention.
I think it's it's a really good idea to fit music to cartoons and like using these classical pieces. I mean, my favorite is obviously the Mickey Mouse bit.
I think it's just
bit.
long, isn't it? It's quite long.
I do like the bit with the dinosaurs as well. Well, that's a spoiler.
Fantasia spoiler. What have you been doing to keep occupied? I've done a lot of YouTube.
We've been watching a lot of Disney Plus, which leads us on to the first thing we wanted to talk about, which was what we've been watching lately on Disney Plus. So we want to know what you've been watching as well. So
share in the comments what you've been watching.
So go on then.
Our biggest and best one was definitely Encore. We have loved watching Encore.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Encore is, it's basically a TV series produced by Kristen Wiig. No, not Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. And and basically she brings together a group of people that went to high school together. So sometimes the gap has been like 20, 30 years since they've put on this high school production, and they put it on again, and it is so
I'm laughing thinking about some of the
funny. Like some of them take it really seriously, and then some of them are just like completely don't know what's going on. And but it's actually really heartwarming, some of it, because you kind of see where their lives have taken them. And it's really lovely that they all meet again after all like all that many years.
Yeah.
And like still have those really tight bonds. So if you haven't watched Encore, highly recommend it. We weren't even meant to watch it.
No, it was one that we actually put down by accident in our what to watch on Disney Plus video. But I thought you were going to start off with something else that I watched.
Oh, Martyn watched High School Musical. All of them.
3. I watched them consecutively.
One night after each other.
Yeah.
And you loved it. You loved the music. He plays the music all the time. If you're on my Instagram, you'll see Insta stories of him cooking and listening to Get Your Head in the Game.
Yeah.
And so you loved it. And then we've also just started the series.
Oh yeah, the High School Musical.
Which we warmed up to. The first episode, we were like, oh, this isn't like High School Musical.
Don't go into it thinking it's going to be like the same style as High School Musical, the movie. I think that's the main thing I would say.
Yeah.
It's shot a bit more like Modern Family if you've ever watched that.
Yeah. But we're enjoying it now. We've got into the flow a bit. I think we're up to episode 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've been watching them. We've also been watching the Lizzie McGuire movie.
I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie. That? Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I put it on thinking, oh no, this is going to be awful. And you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, who's that?
So yeah, they're the main things we've been watching. We've been watching Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. We've obviously been watching the Imagineering Story every week.
Sorry, just about the Lizzie McGuire thing. All I've got in my head is now is that it's what dreams are made of.
And then he said, do you think I can learn that on guitar? We'll do like a kitchen session of Dreams Are Made Of.
Oh, I didn't find one actually. Yeah, so what you've been doing to keep occupied? Yeah. Thanks for this live stream. Just found out my grandma got diagnosed with cancer. So
we're sorry, Luke.
I'm so sorry, Luke, to hear that. But thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We can help you a little bit, maybe raise a smile.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie, any tips for getting a good deal on a Disney World resort? So again, sort of same thing of just check the different dates. We just went back and forth checking different dates on a calendar and then came out with a good price.
Yeah, and we got our best deal through attractiontickets.com. They used to be called Attraction Tickets Direct, but now I think they're just called attractiontickets.com.
Yeah.
They don't do flights, unfortunately. They just do hotel and park tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But we managed to get the best deal on Coronado Springs from them. So it might be worth checking them out. But I know a lot of like Virgin and TUI do a package. So I don't know, that might work out cheaper with flights. But for us, it worked out cheaper doing our flights separate and our hotel separate.
Next, we got Michaela saying thank you. That was for the happy birthday song. How are you guys? Yeah, we're doing okay. Yeah, we're getting by. That made me think of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but that is definitely not you. Stuart. Martyn, sorry to come off Disney for a sec. Did you used to work for holiday parks? I feel I recognise you from my old Haven days. No, I've not worked for Haven before.
You get that quite a lot, though, sometimes.
What?
Like you remind them of someone, or like you remind them of a presenter or someone they know.
Yeah. I've just worked for Merlin Entertainment and then the cruise ships.
Yeah.
So they're the two main sort of entertainment companies that I work for.
And Strix. Oh, that's
in the
Merlin.
UK. That's
yeah,
Merlin. Yeah. Oh, got me pen. Sorry. What series do you recommend on Disney Plus? Well, we just.
Oh yeah.
I think we just gave you some.
I've watched quite a few of the Disney at homes. We're going to do it the weekends. I really, really want to do a Disney day at home. It would be really fun.
Someone watched The Rescuers. Oh, it's Denise. Denise watched The Rescuers for the first time in years. I'm really looking forward to getting up to The Rescuers.
I can't remember how far they are on our Disney classics. Oh, I'll tell you what we did watch as well. We watched The Little Mermaid live.
Oh, yeah.
We watched that last night,
we watched that last night.
And it's really cute. So basically, they do The Little Mermaid animation, and then they do live performances of the songs. And we were a bit like, how's this going to work? But it worked really well. And it kind of gave new life to the animation.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And it has Shaggy as Sebastian the crab.
What's funny though is that like later on in the show, there's actual people dressed as crabs.
Yeah.
But Shaggy's just like he's in the red suit, but it's like he's refused to wear the rest of the crab outfit.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a crab at all. And we just imagined him being like, nah, I'm not wearing that. But it's really cute. It's really good fun. So if you fancy something like lighthearted and musical to watch.
It was a nice thing to watch on an evening. It felt like we were back at the theatre again.
Yeah, I like watching live stuff at the moment. We obviously watched One Man, Two Governors, and we're going to watch Jane Eyre at some point. The National Theatre are doing live, well, not live streamings, but recordings of their live performances every Friday on their YouTube channel. So I like that.
We watched the fireworks on Facebook yesterday.
I saw that. We missed that, unfortunately.
One of my favourite live action Disney films is The Black Hole. Have you watched it? No, I don't know anything about that. I don't think
I have.
There's a lot of films on there that I've not heard about.
The Black Hole, is it an animation? Pop in the comments.
No, it's live action.
Oh, it's live action.
Yeah,
oh no,
one of my
favourite
live action Disney films.
No, we haven't heard of that.
Denise, if I was in Disneyland Paris today, it would have been my 4th day in Disneyland Paris.
Hopefully you can go soon. Fingers crossed that it reopens soon. Keeping all my fingers, toes, everything crossed.
Of course. We've been watching Disney Fairy Tale Weddings.
Yeah,
we need
to
catch up
them.
Catch up on that, don't we?
Oh no, we've got far behind in comments.
We have. We'll try.
Pick out a few.
Oh, here we go. Right. In Belgium, Disney Plus hasn't launched yet. I'm so jealous. Oh, I know. Hopefully you get it.
Hopefully you get it soon.
You get it soon. Get those ideas going.
Yeah, make a list.
What you're going to watch. Make the list. Do the planning.
Yeah, do the Disney Plus planning.
That's the exciting part as well, isn't it?
Chloe, I think it was you that let me know about Little Mermaid Live as well. So thank you. Still really enjoyed it.
Oh, by the way, before we do anything else, 20 minutes have gone by. We wanted to mention next week's live stream. A lot of you have been asking for us to do another Disney quiz, and well, we feel bad if we say no. So
I'm not gonna do it.
And we absolutely loved it. Yeah. So we're going to do the same again. So we'll have 6:30. I think again it'll be. So again, it will finish before 8 o'clock. So 6:30 till 8. Obviously, we're going to change questions.
Oh yeah, otherwise that'd be very easy.
And
imagine we're just going to do the same quiz.
We might change up some of the rounds.
But there'll definitely be an impressions round.
We will keep the impressions
because that went down
round.
a hit.
Yes.
And we're going to think of a few other different rounds for the other ones. If you've got any good round suggestions, direct message us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because we're looking for a few different rounds for each one.
It'll be the same again, though. It'll be 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it where we take part because we loved doing that.
Loved it. We loved how many people did it still after it had gone live.
That's
still getting messages that people are doing it with their families or on their own or with friends over Skype.
That's what we really wanted to design it for as well. So like, not only the live stream, but afterwards you could take part. Can Helena do I'm not fast impression? Okay, one more time. This has become your thing.
I know. I feel like I'm getting worse at it. I am not fast. I need to watch Big Hero 6 now.
Yeah, if you've not seen Big Hero 6, that's Baymax. I've watched Encore as well, but only the musicals I know. So I've watched
that's
Annie.
what you.
Yeah, towards the end, I didn't know anything about the musicals, but they did a good job in like explaining what the plot was.
Oh, we loved the Beauty and the Beast one. That was one of our favourites.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been watching The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I love The Mandalorian. It's done so well, and what I love is that it's half an hour, so it like really goes through quickly.
Yeah.
And then you want to watch the next one.
And it's good for me as well because as not an avid Star Wars crazy fan, half an hour is a good time for me. I enjoy it.
We usually watch it in the mornings, don't we?
Yeah.
And Baby Yoda. Whew.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. After Helena's Baymax impersonation, we watched Big Hero 6 for the first time. Yay! I'm glad that it inspired you to watch it.
There's loads of.
Then you probably realise how bad my impression was.
That's another one that made me emotional. But again, I won't mention why. Mandalorian's worth a watch. Disney Fairy Tale Weddings, and I've been crying at them.
Some of them are really emotional.
The last one we watched was one where the guy proposed
We need to
on the
catch
cruise.
up.
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll watch one after.
we might watch one tonight.
Yeah.
Inspired us.
I got addicted to watching the TV series Once Upon a Time from the start, and it's kind of Disney related. Yeah, they start bringing in a lot more characters, don't they? We watched, I think maybe
we watched the first season.
I don't think we got to the end.
Yeah, we started the second one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
we definitely watched the whole first one. And then we trailed off in the second one. I think we either started working on cruises. I can't remember. Something happened that we stopped watching it, and then we never got back into it.
Yeah.
So I do want to watch it.
Marvel's the series that are on Disney Plus about Marvel. Agent Carter.
Oh.
She's out with Captain America. Oh, I want to. Yeah.
What's your favorite High School Musical?
I'd say one.
Yeah, you like one.
I really liked one. Although the music from two, is really.
That's what I said. The music
really
from
growing
two is
on
really
me.
good.
And
the third one's cute.
What I loved, we've also watched. There's some videos on YouTube. The quality's not too good, but it's of them rehearsing behind the scenes, and the director, choreographer, he really goes for it. And there's a bit where the Zac Efron's doing "Bet on It," and he's like, "No, I need more. I need more."
Because we watched the Bet on It scene, and we were like, who told him to do those dance moves? And then we watched the behind the scenes, and we were like, oh, it was that guy, because he's like, give me more. And Zac Efron's like, yeah.
David, Jess, and Tom, there's a big Hero 6 series.
Hi guys. Oh,
there's a series.
Have to watch that.
We'll have to watch that. Yeah.
Love Once Upon a Time. Oh, we love Saving Mr. Banks. We haven't watched that in ages. We love that
that's
film.
Another one I did. I said I wanted to watch that the other night. There's just
love.
too much to choose from.
All the Marvel movies. I feel like that might be next on my education.
Is that because
I haven't watched any.
Somebody commented on my Star Wars video where I ranked all the films, and they said that they hadn't got to Star Wars yet because they were watching all the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I think you'd be pleasantly surprised, because even though there's a lot of action, the characters are really strong.
Yeah, I do want to give them a chance, definitely.
Does anybody agree with me?
It's just something that I never watched when I was young. So I never grew up with all the superheroes. So I think it's something which I'd have to get into now. I've
not seen Doctor Strange, though. There's two that I haven't seen. Doctor Strange and Ant-Man and the Wasp. I've seen the first Ant-Man. Oh, the Descendants movie series. Yeah, I have heard of that, and I really like the premise of that. That's where they're the descendants of the villains.
Oh, yes.
The children.
I've heard about that. Yeah, that is good.
My favourite is Eeyore. Is that Helena's impression?
Oh, my God. I was wondering.
That was so good when we watched it back. Your eyes. You got the.
Sending my career for the Star Wars films. What's your favourite High School Musical character?
Ooh, I've really jumped there. Favourite High School Musical character?
Mine's Sharpay.
Oh, yes, Ryan. So it's the
Ryan and Sharpay.
That's one of my favourite songs. Is I Can't Dance.
Yeah.
Not a chance. Although Chad is in that as well. I know all their names.
Should we go down the comments a little?
Okay.
We get
Sorry if we've missed any. So, Rock and Roller Coaster I just saw that there. I want to reminisce about Rock and Roller Coaster. Rock and Roller Coaster at Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris. Ooh. Well, I mean, very, very sad that it's not around at the minute.
They're quite similar as well, I think.
I can't remember them. I mean, I actually, from memory, I go with Walt Disney World.
That's what I was going to say.
But I really struggle to remember now.
Yeah. I can't remember the exact differences, but I feel like I always enjoy it more at Walt Disney World. I don't know why.
I think I even prefer, well, it's not there now at Disneyland Paris, but I even preferred the the pre-show bit in Walt Disney World where the cast member has to talk to the screen. Yeah,
I do enjoy that as well. Oh, please watch Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Yes, I need to watch that. That must be a spin-off about Sharpay.
No, is that one?
I need to watch that.
Can I Have This Dance from High School Musical 3?
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, I enjoyed High School Musical 3. I liked them all.
He just loves them all.
Just loved them all.
Never thought you'd say that. Took ages for you to watch it.
Instead of name that Disney song, make it what's the next line in the song.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah,
good.
That's quite good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Tell me you've seen One Day at Disney and the shorts. We've watched all the short One Day at Disney's. We've watched all of them. We haven't watched the documentary yet, so that's next on our list. But we didn't know if it was all the shorts put into one.
Because we started watching the documentary after we'd watched all the shorts, and it started with the Bob Iger. And we'd already seen that in the shorts. So
let us know in the comments if it is different, because we've watched all the short ones. We really enjoy them.
What do you use?
Really enjoy them.
Tiana's asking, what do you use to edit your photos?
Oh, I use Lightroom. You can download it onto your phone for free. Sorry, mind blank. I think the one for the laptop or computer you have to pay for, but the app for your mobile is free. And I use what are they called?
Your presets.
Presets. I use presets. I got some from the Juicy Vlog. They're like travel vloggers, and they release some presets. So I got some from them. And then I also got some from 123presets.com, something like that. I'll try and remember it. I'll do a video on this if people are interested. And then basically I just upload the photo, whack on a preset, fiddle a bit with like the brightness and contrast, because I like quite bright photos, and that's it. So I'll definitely do a video to like explain it better than I did just then. But yeah, no, I use Lightroom is the app, and then you can just buy presets. I
always send my photos over to Helena, and then
it's like, can you edit this?
Helena edit some. Very interesting fact from Jason. The director of High School Musical trilogy is also the director of Hocus Pocus.
Oh, that's cool.
I did not know that. So thank you very much. I love all that. And Helena could tell that I enjoyed the films, because I did that thing where I went off and Internet Movie Database them afterwards.
Yeah, I know if you like a film, because you'll find out all the facts.
What is your favorite quick service restaurant in Disney parks? We
paid you to ask that question.
Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, the video tomorrow is our top 5 quick service restaurants in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah. So be out at 11 a.m. and we go through all of our top 5.
11 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Sorry, I forget that people are watching.
Yes. Have you taken any live dance performing classes on Instagram? I actually haven't. I've watched loads, like I've clicked on loads, but I haven't actually taken part yet. So I actually do need to do that. But we've been doing our Lucy Wyndham read, and I did PE with Joe Wicks and yoga. They're the ones which I'm doing at the moment. But I do want to do some of the dance classes. Will you join me?
What, in dance classes?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. We'll see. Vintomania. Rank all of the Marvel movies. So odd seeing you without a beard, Martyn.
Oh yeah, he shaved it last night.
Doctor Strange is really good. Hope you're both doing okay. Yes, we are.
Thank you.
I do want to watch it because Benedict Cumberbatch is in it. What would your top vlogging tips be? Well, all we normally say is to just start.
It definitely gets easier.
Just point the camera.
I still do struggle if it's really busy. And it also, if I'm somewhere where vlogging, I find it a lot easier at Disney World because everyone's got their camera out, everyone's vlogging. But if I'm just like on a bus or like when no one else has their cameras out or anything, then I do get a bit self-conscious. But a lot of people are just interested in what you're doing. So they're only staring because they're like, oh, like, what's she doing?
Yeah.
And also, like, you'll never see them again.
I also, I get a bit like that, though, even when I'm at Disney. So I have a bit of a thing. Like, I don't hold the camera all the way out here. I actually hold the camera about here so that if there's even people behind, they can't really see too much of what I'm doing.
Well, we sometimes watch some clips back and you'll see people in the background like trying to get into shot and stuff, but it definitely does get easier.
But I also think that's just a more comfortable position to hold the camera.
Yeah, it gets tiring if you hold
and
it
also
up.
You're not going to be like whacking people as you go.
And I always think to try and imagine you're talking not to a camera, you're talking to a friend or you're talking to someone. Because it is a bit intimidating if you think about talking to the camera. or
Yeah.
even talking to like a lot of people. Like just think you're talking to one person. That makes it a bit easier, I think.
Before we carry on with the comments here, we wanted to ask you some questions.
I know we've got carried away.
I know we've got loads written down here, but we haven't actually got to any of them. So should we go for that one?
Yeah.
We wanted to know who collects pins out there that's watching, who pin trades, because it's something that we have thought about, but it's something that we worry that we'd get addicted to. So let us know, how addictive is it?
How addictive is it? And also, is it worth it? Like, is it fun?
And then we'll carry on with some of the things down the side here, and then we'll get to your answers. Because of time, I am having to just move down a little bit. So, oh, you finished your tea, Kathy. Oh no,
get another one.
We're having one after this again. Well, actually, because I'm from Newcastle, I automatically thought you meant tea as in food, whereas you thought you were talking about tea, the beverage.
Tea.
Isn't that? It's funny that.
I wonder what one it was.
Also, the director of High School Musical also directed the Descendants films.
We have to watch The Descendants. I feel like we'll enjoy that.
Chloe, we saw that you'd been doing the ballet with Jeanette from Strictly.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky enough to go live with her on Insta and have a chat. I mean, that's
so
pretty
cool.
epic.
Oh, I might do that one.
Pins are amazing.
Pins across the world, of course.
To both collecting and trading. It's addictive, but it's so fun.
Oh.
So you tend to buy the pins that you want to keep.
Oh, okay. So you don't do like the trading. You just, that's what I feel like that would happen to me.
Oh yeah, because
I wouldn't want to give them away.
I think I would fall in love with them, and then yeah. I would be like, no, I don't want to part with this. I'd be crying as I handed it over to someone different.
Oh no, loads of you do pin trading. I feel like I'm missing out now.
I love it. I collect all my
pins on a cork board. Oh yeah, I've seen loads of people do that.
We've now got a cork board in our kitchen.
Yeah. I have a few pins, but trading just as keepsakes.
I like, so I don't have too many.
So a lot of people are just, you're not doing like the pin trading, you're more just buying pins that you love.
Because we watched Tim Tracker do it one day, didn't we? And literally they would like trade in a pin and then they would just take that one and they would give it away again straight away. And it was like they had a ranking system. They sort of knew which one was like better.
Yeah.
Also, in Walt Disney World, has anybody ever done like the challenges? So I think there's a sorcerer's one where you stand in front of the mirrors and things like that.
Oh yeah, we haven't done them.
You do the games, don't you?
Isn't there a Ratatouille one? Or is that just in a festival? But he's like hidden and you have to find him.
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
Tracker did it one time.
Yeah, was that in Epcot?
Yeah.
I think it was Food and Wine Festival, yeah.
It's addictive and quite expensive, so I'd recommend buying the ones you really, really like.
Have you got a favourite festival as well? Sorry, favourite festival from Walt Disney World.
So fingers crossed, if we go in October, we'll be there for Halloween, which we've never done before.
Which one did we do where they had the topiaries?
Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden. I loved seeing those.
Yeah, I think Flower and Garden. I'm not sure when that finishes.
I do both, however, it is addictive. I've spent so much money on this. Martyn, you forgot to say the phrase that pays Slink a Dog. New Gal Ralph needs a meet and greet with you guys next time you're at DLP.
We need a meet and greet with New Guy Ralph.
We do, yeah. I think it's the other way around now. I think he's
more.
He realizes he's such a big deal now. There'll be queues
There's
of people. I know. What's your favourite part of Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom? What? I'm struggling though, because when did we saw it in 2018?
I do love.
Sorry.
There you go.
I just remember there was a bit of Hercules in it, wasn't there?
I love the Hunchback. Out There. I love that song and part of it. I also love Happily Ever After, the song, like when it just starts and it's like you just get a little bubble of excitement. We love the soundtrack. We always listen to that.
Yeah.
But I think either the start when it like bubbles or the Hunchback part. I love that bit.
My friends and I were hunting cast members. What's?
Oh, maybe for pins.
Oh, right. I was like, is that a new game?
Just hunting them. I'm guessing that's to pin trade.
I can see one. It's fun to decorate your pinboard, especially if you create and can draw something.
Right, guys, you kind of like convinced me. I might
really?
I might buy my first pin on our next trip.
Dear. You're not going to have enough room on your lanyard.
I know. I've been very lucky, and I've got pins from like small shops and stuff, which I absolutely love. I've got one from Ellis Woolley,
Great
which
shop.
I love. Yeah, and I've got some Pin Drop Palace, the Alice pin. I love that one.
Yeah, I've got the Rob EO design.
Yes,
Phantom Manor.
So we've got pins, but we just don't have any official ones. But yeah, we've already got a few like different pins, so I might have to buy in a separate lanyard.
Got a design from my favorite pin tattooed on my ankle.
Oh wow, who's that?
So that's amazing. That's Liv.
That's cool.
What is it of? What's the favorite pin? Too expensive to trade. That's what I think everyone's saying. Just keep up.
You have to not be attached to your pins. Yes.
Sorcerers is awesome. So that's what I was referring to.
Everyone's saying their favourite festivals. Flower and Garden. Love Flower and Garden. Oh, you've been asked to do a Phantom
I've been
fact.
asked to do a Phantom fact. Well, luckily for you, I have it here.
We're going to end on it, but you can do it. You can do it now.
I've quickly found one because I was frantically looking before we started. So it's never too far away, this book. So in Phantom Manor, the references to the haunted mansion are subtle. The most trained ears will recognize the voice of Paul Frees, who voiced the host in California. For the Disneyland Paris version, British actress Una Lind provided the voice of Madame Leotta. With her perfect mastery of French, she used her experience with the works of Shakespeare to lend a very particular tone to the verses of the poem she recites in English and French in the seance scene. There you go. Una Lind. You've got to do your research now. You've got to find out about Una Lind.
She is the voice. So she's the voice of the person in
Madame Leotta in the Disneyland Paris one.
In the Disneyland Paris.
The floating head.
Floating head.
Yes.
That's cool.
You two are so lovely. You just make... Oh, no, I've lost it. You just make anyone want to be friends with you.
Oh, thank you. That's really kind.
What is your favourite show in the evening in Walt Disney World?
We were chatting about this yesterday. I said to Martyn, do you prefer Fantasmic or Happily Ever After?
There is something very, very special to me about Fantasmic. So I'd have to say Fantasmic. I love seeing all the characters. And I just feel like Mickey gets a chance to shine. And also he does this move.
Fantasmic has a special place in my heart because it was there in 2016. Whereas Happily Ever After wasn't. It was Wishes. So I've only seen Happily Ever After twice, but on one trip. So I feel like Fantasmic holds more of a place in my heart.
Yeah.
But I love Happily Ever After.
I just love it.
I do prefer Happily Ever After to Illuminations at Disneyland Paris. So I am really excited to watch Happily Ever After again.
Favorite interactive game at Magic Kingdom: A Pirate's Adventure and Sorcerers of Magic Kingdom.
I haven't heard of that one.
I'd love to do the Pirates one.
Pirate's Adventure. I'm going to
let us know how you do that one, and we might look into that.
Yeah. We always buy a magnet for the fridge. That's a lovely idea. We have a couple, but we don't buy them each trip, do we?
No, I can't remember. Buzz Lightyear was the last one that we bought, wasn't it? From Orlando, and then we haven't bought any since then.
We always buy a Christmas decoration, and we always buy a mug.
What is your sort of preferred item
question.
When you go to a Disney park?
Yeah, what do you go for? Like, do you always get a mug? Do you always get a lanyard? Plush? Plush. What do you buy?
Do you both have a PO box?
We don't, not at the moment.
We don't. We got something a while back, but then it charged you once things arrived at it.
And we ended up spending a lot of money on collecting the stuff. It was just it was really expensive.
I mean, we'd love to get one because we would like to correspond with you. But I have looked at the Royal Mail one. They're on the pricey side. I think it's for 6 months. You can get one.
We might have another look, and as soon as we ever get a PO box, we'll be sure to like put it out, because we do get some really lovely messages from people that want to send either little gifts or letters. Like, we don't expect anything at all.
Not at all. You watching the videos
is enough. But we do get messages, and it would be nice to have an address to give to people, because obviously we can't give our actual address. So yeah, it would be something nice to look into in the future.
Oh, someone's been buying some Onward pops. Dane, Jess and Tom, you're up to the first Avengers now, and for what it's worth, I think you'd enjoy them, Helena.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Is that Jess? I trust Jess's judgment.
Bobby Bonehill. So Bobby's our friend.
Hi, Bobby. He's actually in some vlogs.
Actually, yeah, he came with us to Thorpe Park.
Ages ago. 3 years, 2-3 years ago, we vlogged that.
He's been spending his time doing doodles, so doing drawings, and every night we get an update. We get everyone sent through. So he's asking us for our ideas of what he should draw. Oh, I don't know. That's tricky.
You've actually drawn so many.
It's got to be. It's a Disney character. Got to be, yeah.
Goofy.
Okay, there you go. You've got your mission, Bobby.
Goofy.
You got to draw Goofy. Kathy, I just watched Ratatouille. What's your favorite Disney animated movie?
Oh.
As in like Pixar. Ratatouille Pixar? Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it just means anyone. Is it Pixar? My favorite is Hercules. It's a hard pick, but Hercules.
People will be saying, you're writing a quiz, you don't know what.
You don't even know.
Yeah, I get confused sometimes. Well, animated is Aladdin, and then Pixar's Toy Story.
Yeah.
The person who plays Bella in Descendants also played the Blue Fairy / Mother Superior in Once Upon a Time.
Ah.
Feel the same way about Fantasmic.
You all know your facts. You're really good at
really good.
What's it?
No wonder.
Like actors and actresses, because I forget. I'm so bad. I never know. Like Martyn will vouch for this. I can never tell if that person's been in something else, or I always think it's the same actor. And like 5 of them, and they don't even look the same. And I'm like, oh, that's the actor from like High School Musical, and it like won't be.
The main person Helena thinks everyone is Paul Rudd, who plays Ant-Man, but was also in Friends. And Helena just thinks that everyone is Paul Rudd.
I'm always like, oh, it's the guy from Friends. And Martyn's like, that's not him.
But it blew my mind last night when I found out that the voice of Prince Eric is the same guy that voiced the Spider-Man cartoon in the 1990s that I watched all the time. And Prince Eric spoke, and I was like, that's Spider-Man.
See, I could never do that. I could never tell from someone's voice. Maybe a select few, but I mean... Yeah, you're a lot better at that than me.
Any must takes if you're staying off-site or self-catering at DLP? Well, we just packed we actually packed a suitcase because we were doing the Eurotunnel of food, and sort of main things were cereal, bread,
tea bags, or coffee. We actually brought like pasta and pasta sauce, like dry foods. Mostly stuff for breakfast, I'd say. If you don't want to eat breakfast out and you want it in your room.
And one question I always get asked is, did the hotel supply you with like washing up liquid and stuff like that? And they do. They supply you with like a small amount, don't they, of each thing? But actually, because we were there for only a couple of nights, we didn't have to then go out and buy any. It
lasted the amount of time we were there.
Clothes or mugs? That's what you buy. Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast at Disneyland Paris, or Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin at Walt Disney World. You answered this the other day in the Toy Story tag.
The Disneyland Paris one, only because I'm better at it. I'm so bad at the
So I should really say the Walt Disney World one, because I'm better at that. But I prefer the Disneyland Paris one because you can take it out.
Yeah.
Pirates Adventure in Adventureland. Fun scavenger hunt. Ask for start point from cast members near Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay.
Oh, I don't know about that as well. Thank you.
Bobby was just about to do Goofy, and then we mentioned it. That's crazy. The tattoo live is of Rapunzel, the animator's drawing
Oh,
of Pascal.
cool.
I will send a picture through Instagram.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm sorry as well if we've missed some people's comments.
Yeah, it's hard to
keep track sometimes. But yeah, we'll definitely do loads. We're planning on doing, we'll do the quiz next Thursday, but we will keep doing live streams on a Thursday. So
yeah,
definitely tune in.
my last trip was food to bring back. Oh, sometimes it's plushes. Okay, sorry. It's trying to remember what questions I've asked. So last trip you bought food to bring back, and then plushes as well. IMDb is a challenge game at our house. Name the voice, name the actor, or where you know him from.
That's like Martyn.
That's what I do.
IMDb's everything.
Jodie Benson, the voice of Ariel, also voiced Barbie in Toy Story films. Yes, I knew that one. And she was.
Everyone's doing their facts. I love
Helena.
this.
She's also in Enchanted. That's great.
Keep all
the facts coming. Did you not know Jodie Benson was Barbie in Toy Story?
No.
One of my favorite bits of Toy Story is Toy Story 2 is when she's Barbie at the end. She's like, bye bye now.
Yeah. Bye bye now.
Oh my! My mouth is killing me.
What affordable camera would you recommend? We've only ever had 2 cameras. I had a Lumix. I don't even know what make it was.
No.
It was so old. I had already had it for about 5 years, and then we started vlogging on it. And luckily, it was just quite a good camera. And then we moved on to the Canon G7X Mark II, and we've had that since we started properly vlogging, really.
Since before Orlando.
Yeah, since just before Orlando. So we've only ever had the G7X Mark II, really. And it's a really good camera, but it is on the pricey side. It might have gone down a little because I know they've brought out the Mark III now. But
I would say, if you're starting off vlogging, use any camera. Like that Lumix we used for a long time.
Yeah, and there's definitely ones which are just as good or like are just under the Canon everyone has the Canon G7X Mark II, and it is really good. But I definitely think there are some lesser known brands that will do just as good a job. So
you can get good quality on phone as well.
I'm not the best with technology.
You can get a good quality on phone. The only thing that it might suffer from is like filming in the dark, which is also what the Lumix wasn't very good at.
Yeah, that's what the Canon is good at. But yeah, definitely check that it's something that you want to continue before you purchase a really, really expensive camera.
Oh, Sophie, you're bringing back bad memories. Are you planning to add any more Spirit jerseys to your collection? Have you seen any you like? Well, I have to admit that
He ruined his black Spirit jersey. He got super glue on it.
I got super glue on it. And then instead of sort of applying the nail remover to it, which was a tip, I left it. And then at one point I thought, oh, it's just peeling off this. And then it got so hard that it made a hole when I tried to like peel it off.
So now we can't get the super glue off, and it also has a huge hole in it.
So I will probably still wear it for sit down videos.
Yeah. I think you'll probably get a new one. Yeah,
I'd like to get one. But
I do like that black Spirit jersey.
In the Walt Disney World, I've seen the Monsters University one. That's the one I'd really love to get.
There's so
I've seen people wearing the Toy Story one as well with Woody on the back. But I don't know where you get that from.
I like the new Little Mermaid collection at Disneyland Paris as well.
Oh.
That looked nice.
Sorry, I was reading another trivia. Wendy and Alice are the same person. Oh. So are Winnie the Pooh and the Cheshire Cat.
Oh.
Same actors.
These are some
good
questions for the quiz.
In those early films as well, like the voice cast just pretty much stays the same.
Yeah.
Like so many people in Robin Hood are from Jungle Book.
Yeah, they use the same. Who's your favourite classic character? That's easy for you.
Mine's Goofy.
I think mine has to be Mickey. I love meeting Mickey at the parks.
Yeah. Yeah, Jude, the person who plays Judy Hopps, Jennifer Goodwin, plays Snow White in Once Upon a Time and a Fairy in Tinkerbell. And she's also in my favourite movie of all time, which isn't a Disney film, but my favourite movie of all time is Walk the Line, where she plays Johnny Cash's first wife. It's the first time I saw her.
Got all this movie trivia.
I love it.
I feel like I'm in another quiz.
Not Disney related. What did you think of WrestleMania, Martyn? Very quickly.
Very quick, not Disney.
It's not Disney. It was a wrestling event. They did it without an audience. I thought they did it very well for what it was. I enjoyed it. Lillian, I tried to buy a non-Christmassy Christmas decoration so I can have them up in my room all year round.
That's a really good idea.
That's a good idea. Today, what I'm saying, this year will be the first time we'll be able to put up a Christmas tree and put out all of our Christmas decorations.
Yeah, because we lived with my family for a few years after we lived in Crystal Palace, and our Crystal Palace flat was tiny, so we only had this really, really small Christmas tree. Yeah. But we've got room in this flat for like a bigger one. Yeah. And then we also tried to fit a little Christmas tree in the cabin as well on the cruise ship.
Oh, yeah. I have the Canon G7X Mark II, and it is amazing. Often Currys do a deal with a tripod and an SD card. Yeah, oh, that's good.
Maybe look on Currys for deals.
I spy Woody in the background. Yeah. Yes, there he is.
Where is it? I can't
He's
point.
remained there ever since Helena did the Toy Story tag.
Yeah, I feel mean moving him now.
We sold the Woody Spirit jersey in my Disney store a little while ago. No!
In the Disney store.
If it ever comes up anywhere, like you did with the Phantom Manor book, just send me a message over Instagram because I will be all over that.
Yeah, you'll head there as soon as we can go out again.
Yeah. What's your favorite Disney live action? Aladdin.
Aladdin / Cinderella. I love the Cinderella live action. I really want to watch that again, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have given me so many things to watch. I'm like making a mental note of all the stuff that I want to watch.
We're going to be up for ages after this. Guys, what ride do you think is underrated at Disney? I want to know. Oh, underrated. Because I never think any of them are underrated.
No. I think
does it count as a ride? But there's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Carousel of Progress.
The Carousel of Progress.
But I think that's more of like a kind of a ride.
I think it's amazing. You move around.
I think Expedition Everest, although it's popular, I don't think it's as popular as like Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain. And I actually prefer Expedition Everest to those roller coasters. So I'd probably go with that one.
Oh, so we're going to be coming up to our final few questions. So again, sorry if we've missed anybody out. We do apologise. Thank you so much for everybody that's joined us and asked questions. And also, if we haven't answered your question, just pop it in the comments to this video, and then
we'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you. Hi from Portugal.
Oh wow!
Me and my girlfriend are planning our visit to Disneyland Paris based on your videos. Any suggestions for first visits? What do you think is really important?
I think I'm going to try and do this quickly. I think the top rides to do if it's your first time is Big Thunder Mountain. Is this Disneyland Paris?
Disneyland Paris, yeah.
Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, Star Tours, and then over in Disney Studios, do Crush's Coaster, Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
They're my must-do rides. I would definitely watch the parade if it's your first time, and I definitely watch Disney Illuminations. I definitely try and meet Mickey Mouse if you can, if the queue's not too long. And then definitely get some fudge from the Main Street Bakery. And yeah, just have a really good day. Just immerse yourself in it, and you'll have fun whatever you do.
Yeah, visit the Disneyland Hotel.
Yes, if you want some good cocktails.
Cafe Fantasia. Which food is tastier, Florida or Paris?
Florida.
Yeah, I'll go with Florida.
I think Florida just has more options. And
we can't believe how many snack options there's going to be in Walt Disney World. We have Woody and Buzz in our window due to lockdown to cheer people up. That is amazing. That.
I absolutely love that.
Imagine you get them like waving.
We should put Woody outside our window.
Cinderella live action came out 5 years ago. I went to costume exhibit.
Oh, that's cool.
Agree with Helena. Also, have you seen So Dear to My Heart? Filmed by Walt. Really old.
No, never seen that.
No.
Add that to the list.
Thank you, guys. No, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Have you had a Mickey waffle?
Oh, go on. No, we've never had a Mickey waffle.
That I've actually I've been planning our Disney World trip, and I've been writing down all the best snacks at all the different places. And Mickey Waffle has come up a lot of times, so it's on our list for Walt
What
Disney
else is
World.
on that list? Can you remember any?
Mickey Waffle. Oh, I can't remember right now. I definitely want to get Rice Krispie treat. Yeah. A Dole Whip. We've never had a Dole Whip.
Yes. I watched live action Cinders for the first time last night. Didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so magical.
We have a Mickey waffle maker. Might make some tomorrow.
I'm so jealous.
Right, this is going to be the last question then, and then we'll have to say Toodle Pipski.
What the hell was that?
It's a Red Dwarf quote. Sorry, there's a Red Dwarf special on tonight. What's the first thing you plan to do on your first night in Coronado? We plan to order a pizza in our room whilst we unpack.
I love that because that reminds me of Sophie and Dave as well. They did that. They ordered a pizza. And yeah, that sounds like such a good night. I
think our plan is to check in, is to have some time around the actual resort and the pool. And then we're sort of undecided as to whether we venture somewhere in the evening.
We're very lucky because we're doing a week in Orlando first. We're not flying that day, so we're gonna be able to check in at 2, and we won't be tired because we haven't flown.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna enjoy the pool, and we've got a little list of. We might go to Disney Springs.
Yes.
A Blaze pizza is quite high on my list.
I know.
So we're thinking pool and Blaze pizza.
Yeah.
But
everyone say Toodle Pipski.
Toodle Pipski. Oh, thank you so much, guys. It's been great. It's really cheered us up, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been lovely. So yeah, remember 6:30 next week. Thursday, we'll be back with another Disney quiz. Make sure you tell everybody that you know to come along and join us. The more, the merrier. And we'll see.
And Martyn won't be as mean.
What?
With your questions.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't realise I'm being mean. That's the problem. With all these facts here and bits of trivia, I think I need to make them harder.
No.
Anyway, we will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning for our next video, which will be all about quick service restaurants at Disneyland Paris.
Thanks so much, guys. Keep safe, keep well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Toodle Pipski, everyone.
Toodle Pipski.